This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan, Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Good evening. There is less than 2 weeks to go to Election Day, and the campaigning for statewide offices is in full swing. Tonight, the two major candidates for governor square off in a TV debate in Philadelphia, and you'll be seeing it in about an hour or so here on WNEP. Karen Harch is one of the journalists asking the candidates questions, and Karen is live right now from Philadelphia. Karen?
Well, Nolan, in about an hour from now, Republican Bill Scranton and Democrat Bob Casey will square off here in the studios of WCAU-TV in Philadelphia. Now, the candidates for governor of Pennsylvania did debate once before, but only on one issue, the economy. Tonight's debate will focus on a number of issues from the economy to education and the environment. Now, the candidates themselves did not do any campaigning at all today. They've been busy getting ready for this debate, meeting with their staff, doing their homework. Now, this race has particular interest for our area because both candidates are natives of Lackawanna County. William Scranton has served as lieutenant governor for the past 8 years. He's the youngest man ever elected to that position. Now, his father was once governor of our state. Scranton says he's running on his record. His priorities as governor would be economic development, the environment, crime, investing in families, and education. Bob Casey is a former Pennsylvania state senator and Pennsylvania's auditor general. He has tried 3 times before this campaign to be governor, but he failed. Casey's top priority is our state's economy. As governor, he says he'd replace the Commerce Department with a private-public partnership of leaders from business, universities, labor, and government to form what he calls a creative approach to helping Pennsylvania's economy. Now, one interesting development in this race happened earlier this week when Scranton decided to stop all negative political advertising, saying that it became a back-alley brawl, mudslinging, name-calling. Now, he did say, though, he will respond to charges during speeches, and I imagine that includes debates. So at the very least, expect some tough talk here from both Scranton and Casey. And, of course, I will be here on the panel to ask the questions. We came up with a lot of questions, and I believe some real good ones, but, of course, it's the answers that really matter in this case. So I hope you join us at 7 for this live debate, televised statewide, including here on Channel 16. And, of course, I will have a complete wrap-up on this debate tonight on Newswatch 16 Update at 11. Karen Harch, Newswatch 16, live via satellite from Philadelphia.
Okay, Karen, thank you. When Newswatch 16 continues, we'll be telling you about trouble getting a flood control project started in Tamaqua. Plus, later on, a long wait for a Wednesday's child.
Follow the Jacob Kurlanchik Searchlights in the Sky tomorrow night and get free interest for 1 full year. Jacob Kurlanchik's great Broyhill's 60th anniversary sale and first anniversary of our Chinchilla store. Our Broyhill showcase galleries, as well as every piece of fine furniture throughout all 3 stores, will be anniversary discounted 20 to 50% off tomorrow, and free interest for 1 full year with free gifts for everybody. 10 until 10 tomorrow. Jacob Kurlanchik's in Broyhill, Duryea, Dallas, and Chinchilla.
Dear McDLT, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you great, big, every delicious thing you could ever want on a hamburger. Happy birthday to you.
Coming soon, our McDLT is yours for just $1.29. That's right, just $1.29, because the one with the works is 1 year old.
A flood control project in Tamaqua is getting a red light locally after getting a green light from the federal government. Congress has approved money for the project, but the borough may not be able to raise the matching funds to do that work. Newswatch 16's Bob Constantini reports the Wabash Creek Tunnel project has been in the works for 30 years.
Wabash Creek Tunnel under Tamaqua is not big enough to handle heavy rain runoff. Sometimes during severe storms, water flows above the tunnel entrance onto streets. The federal government has committed money to build a new tunnel upstream. It would divert flood level water away from the creek and underground 2,900 feet to the Little Schuylkill River, where Wabash Creek now empties. But the borough's share of the cost is nearly $2 million over 4 years.
Were we to double our tax structure, were we to double our millage, that still would not get the kind of monies that would be necessary for a project of this type.
Councilman George Willing says the borough must get help from the state for the tunnel to become reality.
Wabash Creek runs underground right through the heart of downtown Tamaqua. When it starts flooding upstream, the floodwaters take the very same path.
This was Broad Street in 1955 when Hurricane Diane hit. The tunnel project was first proposed just after these scenes.
I can recall being down on the railroad tracks that go through town, watching boxcars being swept down into the Schuylkill River.
The Wabash has flooded downtown many times since going underground more than 100 years ago, sometimes with great destruction, other times flooded basements. An end to the problem is within sight, but perhaps not within reach. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, Tamaqua.
The state lottery's new Super 7 drawing has zoomed to a super cash jackpot tonight. You'll see the drawing here on WNEP right after World News tonight. But Newswatch 16's Valerie Devine went out to look for some last-minute players. Valerie, how high is that payoff getting to be?
Well, Nolan, the jackpot is worth $10 million. That's the largest Pennsylvania lottery jackpot ever guaranteed in the history of the game. And the people here in Pittston, as you can see, are hoping to cash in on it. The cash register has been ringing constantly here at Ristagno's in Pittston for the past 3 days, with hundreds of people stocking up on Super 7 tickets. There's no question why they're here.
All the big money today. $10 million, who wouldn't want it, right?
My wife wants to play, and so we couldn't agree on the number, so she played one set, and I played the other. And here I am.
Feel lucky?
I always feel lucky. Otherwise, I would give her my money.
Anna Reback of Wyoming was on her way to dinner when she stopped to buy a ticket. Her daughter told her about the big jackpot.
What are you going to do if you win? Oh, night going out. I'll take the family out.
Now, Anna Reback and all the rest of you Super 7 players can watch the lottery drawing right here on Channel 16 tonight at 7. And one thing's for sure, whether you get all 7 numbers right or just 5, you're guaranteed to be a winner. Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, live with the Instacam in Pittston. Nolan?
Okay, Valerie, thank you. And the Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
Yeah.
We have some lottery-winning weather out there tonight?
I think so. Close to 70 today, Nolan.
Good. It was beautiful.
It was. But when we come back, I'll be telling you where the temperatures will be tomorrow afternoon. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV. We're proud to serve New Albany and all of Bradford County.
When Redken was founded, protein conditioning was almost unheard of. Then our research launched a revolution in hair care. We developed a protein so special its use is patented. Not only is it absorbed effectively by normal hair, damaged hair can absorb twice as much of it. So let a knowledgeable stylist recommend the right Redken product for you, like Aminoplan shampoo, to help give permed or colored hair beautiful body and manageability. Redken, available only through salons.
Look for the Sure Save stamp of approval, and you'll find great weekly specials like these.
Post Raisin Bran cereal, 20-ounce box, $1.99. Mr. Big Bath Tissue, 6-roll package, 99 cents. Tropicana orange juice, half gallon, 99 cents. And whole beef tenderloin, $2.99 a pound.
When you want the very best, look for Sure Save.
Look for the Sure Save stamp of approval at a locally owned supermarket near you.
Pennsylvania Gas and Water should have the water flowing to some Scranton customers shortly. Just before 3 this morning, an 8-inch water main broke in the 1600 block of North Main Avenue in Scranton. About 50 homes lost service when crews had to shut off the valves to the break. And classes had to be canceled at 2 schools because of that water problem. Let's find out about a rain problem. I mean, it's been so good, something has to break sooner or later, Tom.
Too good to last, Nolan, but some rain wouldn't be a problem, really, because we could use some. It's been a little bit dry lately across Pennsylvania. Just a beautiful evening out back tonight, a blue sky overhead, and a few jet trails streaking by. I guess some traffic going over to New York City. Weather Watcher reports tonight, and they're comfortable in Seibertsville, Luzerne County. Kurt Reinmiller checks in with a 62-degree reading. He says it's calm in his backyard. Terry Hatton in Lakeville, Wayne County, checks in with 60. And Bob Bastian says it's a beautiful evening in Freeburg, Snyder County, 62 at his place. In the backyard now, we have a comfortable temperature of, it's in the 60s, folks. Trust me. We have a humidity reading of 36%, and the wind southwest at 8, the barometer at 30.14 now, and it's beginning to fall off just a bit. 68 was the high today. Delightful. 83, the record high for this date. We had a low this morning, a foggy low of 42 degrees, and the record is 22. And there's our view today from Skycam 16 over the paddle boat Hiawatha on the west branch of the Susquehanna River in Lycoming County. Photographer Dave Bertram got us that shot. Thanks, Dave. And Jack. Beautiful. Here's the satellite sequence from the past 24 hours. A lot of clouds and rain spreading up towards the Great Lakes and towards Pennsylvania. The high-pressure system holding on along the east coast, and still clear skies over much of Pennsylvania now. Raining back across the Mississippi River Valley on down to Texas. There's been some flooding rains in Oklahoma. But steering winds are not coming from the southwest towards Pennsylvania, but rather from the northwest. So this front here is going to push through tomorrow night. And it will bring a little bit of rain with it. I don't expect much in the way of rain at all as this system moves on through, and no big drop in temperature. We'll go back into the 50s on Friday and Saturday, but weather-wise, not too bad at all. A big rainstorm, the remnants of a hurricane coming across Mexico, that could put down a lot of rain along the southern states over the next 2 and 3 days. For tonight, late tonight, kind of a hazy moon with some cirrus clouds blowing over, but a nice night on the way. 48 the low in Scranton, about 45 in Weatherly. I don't expect any fog tonight. Minersville, 47. Turbotville, about 50. In New Albany, about 49 tonight, and the wind will be coming out of the west. It'll stay light. Here's the sunrise for tomorrow morning. The time for that, 7:24. And 6:11. Sunset tomorrow night. Okay, a mostly clear night tonight, and then towards morning, the clouds will be on the increase. A dry start. I think some rain could move in, I'd say late in the afternoon, anytime after 3 o'clock. Some light rain showers tomorrow evening. Then the front will push south of Pennsylvania. Some dry air comes in, partly sunny on Friday and Saturday in the 50s, and then clouding up again on Sunday. So Nolan back in the 60s one more time.
We'll take it, Tom.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Thank you, sir. Tim Carlson is next on the Sports Watch with national honors for one of our local football teams. Plus, talk about Game 4 in the World Series. Can the Mets keep it going?
I'm the first to leave my bed. Gotta get 'em dressed and fed. Give 'em all a little peck and some citrus hill select. It's a healthy little potion, one that gets 'em all in motion. From the taste right to the vitamin C. Every single glass I pour has a day's supply and more. Citrus hill select. Get their juices flowing and their day gets going and their juices get flowing. Citrus hill select is sweet from the heart. That's where oranges are sweet, making vitamins a treat. Citrus hill select. Get your juices flowing. Citrus hill select. Get your juices flowing.
The man who said the Sox in 6 has words about the Mets winning last night. Still think it's going to be in 6, do you think, Tim? However, before that, let me say something else, all right? We had 2 other teams that were competing here to talk about. Our Newswatch 16 news game is going strong in schools all across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. And tonight, we'll have the winners of last week's news and current events quiz. We go to Scranton Tech. This is the first win this school year for teacher George Duhig's first period American Cultures class. These junior class members had the highest average score in last week's quiz. Nice going, Scranton Tech. Runners-up last week, St. Mary's 8th graders in Scranton. Too much competition going on around here, I guess. But how about it? Are you going to change now, or is it still the Sox?
No way. Sox in
yeah.
6, maybe 5, I don't know. But it looks pretty good at this point, huh? The Mets continue trying to dig out of the World Series hole tonight at Fenway Park in Game 4 against the Red Sox. The Sox up 2-1 after last night's convincing Mets 7-1 win. The Mets need a win tonight to force at least one more game at Shea. Al Nipper, who has yet to start a postseason game, will pitch for the Red Sox. Game 1 loser Ron Darling will go for the Mets.
We're feeling pretty good right now. We finally started to swing the bat a little bit, and we got a little bit of confidence back. We were kind of going through emotions in New York in Game 1 and 2. We really didn't do the things that we've done all year.
It's the best of 4-game series now. We have to win 2. They have to win 3. Have a nice evening.
Game 4 is another 8:30 start at Fenway tonight. I look for a Red Sox win of 5-2. Officials from Northeast Baseball who've been trying over the past few years to bring a minor league baseball team to the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area spent today spent today talking over what sort of action they will take in light of yesterday's non-sale of the Maine AAA franchise to their organization. Sports Watch 16 spent the day trying to find out what pro baseball officials think about the situation. We talked with the president of the National Association of Baseball Leagues and the Office of Baseball Commissioner Peter Uberoff. Both offices denied comments, saying it was a legal matter between Northeast Baseball and the AAA franchise owners in Maine. And after what happened in Maine yesterday, principal owner Jordan Koberts of the Maine Guide suddenly walking out of the closing with Northeast Baseball, I've gotten the impression that Mr. Koberts, for some reason, never intended to sell. Take a look at this.
The contract that we entered into with Scranton was entered into very reluctantly, even though a majority of the limited partners approved it. They did so reluctantly. We did it because we had substantial financial obligations that we had to meet. That was the only viable alternative to meet those obligations at that time.
As late as Saturday, Mr. Koberts was aware that a AA franchise was not committed to moving to Maine, yet he was still apparently willing to sell the AAA team as scheduled to Northeast Baseball. Then all of a sudden on Tuesday, he changed his mind, saying without the AA team as part of the deal, there was no sale. Why did he wait until yesterday to decide that? Nothing had changed since Saturday, except maybe some new sort of backing in the Portland, Maine area to keep the team there. Listen to this.
Now that that deal with Scranton is off, we can pursue other options, and hopefully, again, we can work out something where the fans will be able to continue to enjoy AAA baseball here.
I've gotten the impression he knew he was going to back out of the sale if at some point, until the last minute, he could find new hope to keep the team in Maine. Some national recognition for one of our local college football teams. Susquehanna University is ranked 18th in this week's NCAA Division III poll. The Crusaders are undefeated in 6 games so far this year with 2 shutouts. Those include the 17-0 win over Moravian last Saturday. And congratulations to the nationally ranked Crusaders of Susquehanna University. Back on the update with more on the World Series, and Joe Paterno talking about Penn State's big game with Alabama, which you can see right here on Channel 16 Saturday at 3:30.
We're looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
see you later.
Thank you. See you on the update. Newswatch 16 continues with Wednesday's Child and a patient young lad who's been waiting for the guiding hand of a big brother.
Fay's colorful new circular is chock full of so many popular items. Some people just can't wait to run on in.
Save now on this fast, accurate BD digital fever thermometer, only $3.99 after rebate. Help support diabetes research during National Diabetes Month when you buy BD Microfine 3 insulin syringes. In boxes of 100, only $13.99 after mail-in rebate.
Fay's not your average drugstore.
Obviously.
Ah, poor soul, torn between the shrimp, fish, or chicken, eh? Ah, shrimp, fish, or chicken. Yes, I too have faced that dilemma. My advice? Combination meals.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Long John's combines our favorites and now features the ultimate shrimp, fish, and chicken dinner at one great price. So stand tall and order with confidence.
I already did.
Long John Silver's. Any suggestions? Ah, sounds good to me.
Finally, we meet another young boy who needs a man in his life. Tonight, a big Sunday for a Wednesday's Child. Mike must be a patient young man. At 9 years old, this boy has been waiting for 5 long years, over half his young life, for someone to volunteer to be his big brother. Some adult man to just spend some time with him on a regular basis, even if it's just to go out for an ice cream sundae.
Vanilla ice cream with peanuts, whipped cream, butterscotch.
All right, vanilla ice cream with peanuts, whipped cream, and butterscotch.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it? Yeah, you're getting pretty good at that, being able to lift it up without spilling. What would you like to do if you had a big brother? What are some of the things you'd like to have him do with you?
Go fishing and bowling and the movies.
Mike has a sister, a mom, an aunt, and a grandmother. He needs a man in his life. Mike needs a big brother. If you can spend some time with a boy who needs you, volunteer now. Big Brothers are in the phone book in Scranton. And in Wilkes-Barre. In Scranton, dial 347-5616. In Wilkes-Barre, call 824-8756. And that Sunday was so big that Mike said, please help me with it. So I just had to, just had to do that. That's Newswatch 16 for Wednesday. Be sure to join us on the update when Karen will have a full report on the debate for race for governor. For the team, thanks for being with us.
If you have a home videotape camera, you can become part of the Newswatcher network. When you see news, you can shoot news for Newswatch 16. If we use a videotape story you shot, we'll play you and mention your name on the air. But we can't use your tape unless you're a part of the Newswatcher network. For information, write Newswatcher, WNEP-TV, Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport, Avoca, Pennsylvania, 18641. And we'll send you information on joining the Newswatcher network.